it's Mr. Muffin, MrMuffin'sTrains, Atlanta, Indiana. It's almost 6 o'clock. I started the music and started a little early because I had a bunch of guys last week say they hate my dancing. They hate the music. They hate everything. You know, gosh, gotta be. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Hey, how are you? Hope you're good. It's Friday night, May 9th. Yesterday was May 8th, the 80th anniversary of the end of the European War, World War II. VE Day, they called it. Victory in Europe Day. My stepdad was at the first wave of Omaha and was part of the group that liberated Paris, and he was overrun at the Battle of the Bulge and made it all the way through to VE Day. So I heard a lot about it from him. But anyway, hey, Randy, hey, Gilberto, hey, Tim Rex, Massimo's on first. Katie's got to be here somewhere. Coming to you live from Atlanta, Indiana. It's been a beautiful day in Indiana. I don't know for you guys, but it was beautiful. There's Katie. They don't love the music. No, I'm not changing it, okay? I mean, it's for me. What the heck? So, hey, so we had a beautiful day here in Indiana. That was great. I spent most of the day at our place getting some stuff done, some honeydews, since the boss is out of town for a couple more days, and I'm trying to wrap up some things she'd like to have done. So we're getting it going, So Jim says, I liked your old music better. Yeah, but this guy was stealing my money. So I got to figure it out. Haters will hate, guy. Haters will hate. Exactly right. So, hey, things are great. We had a lot of new trains in this week. It was very exciting. Atlas, we got the Northeastern cabooses, of course. We got the coil cars, of course. We got a bunch more of the C44 diesels. I don't think we got them all. And we got a lot of the GP38s. And there were a couple of custom runs MTH was going to do for me in the GP38s when Mike decided to sell the tooling for that to Atlas. And so they got canceled on me. But so I've waited several years now, but they're coming out finally. So we got the Sioux line, 2 road numbers and Sioux line came in. And the next container will get my other 2 custom runs, Indiana Harbor Belt and Chicago South Shore. And I'm really, 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 really looking forward to those. We got the rest of the GP38s, and they're flying out the door. If you've got a pre-order in for one, I think she did all the invoicing today. And very few extras. I don't have any yet down here at the layout to get pictures of. So, but that was pretty exciting. Big shipment from Atlas. I have the feeling, unofficially, that there's a bunch of Atlas streamlined passenger cars on the water, and which would include my custom run nickel plates, for example. So I'm looking forward to seeing if that's really true, and maybe we'll get those. I've got Wabash. I got a bunch of other custom runs with Atlas. So that was kind of the news from them. The big news from MTH this week was they announced doing the 440 steam engines. Excuse me. And, man, there's like 9 or 10 different road names. They're really, really terrific. They haven't made these in a long time. They all now have whistle steam and quilling whistle. I don't think there was any increase in price. So that was pretty cool. And then the 64-foot passenger cars, old-time passenger cars that they used to make to go with those engines, they sold that tooling to Lionel, and that's what Lionel just released. And they improved the tool a little bit, added some really cool screenings and stuff. I put a video up about it. So what MTH has decided to do is to remake the tool. They are spending money to make a new 64-foot passenger car. And they told me the other day it's going to have the best detail of any passenger car they've ever made. I don't know what that includes yet, but that's pretty boastful talking. So they got to back that up with some cool features. So, and there's like 10 different road names, in the passenger cars that match the 440s. Now, and as already mentioned, I think on the caller somewhere, we're going to do the Philadelphia and Reading Railroad, which was the predecessor to the Reading, right? And one of you guys suggested that, sent me some pictures, researched the road numbers, all that kind of stuff. And I'm planning to make a 440 steam engine to match those cars. And I know there's a bunch of other guys working on custom run 440s. I don't know what. I had somebody suggest we do the New York Central in the black. So I'm working on that. We'll see. See what happens with that. So that's what's going on with MTH. We got the Norfolk and Western J's came in today. J611 and all its partners, 600, 608, 613. And there's two 611 versions. There's a plain version and a Spirit of Roanoke version. And they're flying out the door. They're flying. And, of course, they all have whistle steam. They're beautiful. I got pictures of them. So those came in. And then next in from them on the Premier Steam will be the FEFs, I think. We have not gotten the announcement for the passenger cars to go with the 400Es. So, where are those? They tell me they're making them, and and the road names will match the 400Es. I guess there's 10 or 12 custom run 400Es. We're going to do U.S. Army, and we're going to do a pacemaker scheme. And I want to do passenger cars to go with them. So I'm waiting for those. To get announced. So, but anyway, pretty cool. A lot of good stuff going on at MTH. Obviously, Lionel. We just got in the SW1s, the 060s, the SD50s, wasn't it? Or 40s, 40-2s. Yeah, that was it. And they're moving along. And then they have the Alco PAs at their place in North Carolina, and they don't have enough to do a shipping release, is what they're telling me. So, so I don't know when we're going to get that. But so they did send me the on the water report for stuff that's going to arrive before the end of May, and it's basically all rolling stock, AC2 hoppers and other stuff like that. No other engines I saw in there. And then, of course, we did the video for the 64-foot cars that they enhanced with the tooling they got from MTH. They did basically Baltimore and Ohio, the blue, and then 2 cars for New York Central and 2 cars for Pennsylvania. And the Pennsylvania cars match the sets they did in 2022. So that's what I know. Let me see. Okay, so did I go through all the news? I think I did. Let's see what kind of questions we got in here. Oh, my God, there's all kinds of questions. Hello, Tim. Hello, Randy. Hello, Iron Horse Mike. Hey, buddy. What? We loved the dancing. Yeah. Oh, don't change. All right. Like the old guy. Yeah. Well, there's a guy offshore that claims intellectual property rights with Facebook for basically all this open source music. And Facebook pays him. He gets the money that comes in from my videos on Facebook, which is about $10. So, but he does it a lot. So he's getting a lot of money, and that's why it changed. Happy Friday, Terry. Hello from Connecticut. Caesar Wells is on. Hey, buddy. Good Friday. How are you? Gilberto, I need a new song. Well, you can come up with one. You come up with a song you like and send it to me, and we'll try it out. It's got to be an instrumental. You don't want to be singing all the time. The Rambles. Hey, Mr. Muffin. Hey, Guy. Paul, how are you tonight? Sedgwick's on. Oh, yeah. Beautiful weekend ahead. Chris Keeler, Cedric O-Scale Models. He's working on the Rosie flower shops, and we got a boatload of those pre-ordered. I know he loves me bugging him about it, but he's trying to get them all up and get them made and get them going, Rain for 2 days, Tom. Oh, no. Don't like that. Hello, Cleveland, Ohio. I used to live in Shaker Heights, just for what it's worth. A lot of great rid of the 765. I was there last weekend. I'll have to look those up. I'd like to see that. Well said, Guy. Massimo, yep. TC Creek, happy Friday. C. Kelly, hey, Phil Bender's on. Love the Philadelphian Reading Customs. Thank you for doing them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep. Harold's on. Hello, Harold. He's up in Canada. We love him. Joe Hampton. Hello, buddy. How are you? Hey, I have not heard that about the tariffs. May drop down to 80%. Still too much. Oh, my God. We can't live with that. Oh, my God. We got to get it down there. So Michael's on. He's a proud Muffin Elite Club member. Thank you. We sold all 100 memberships in the Muffin Elite Club at the introductory discount price of $120. And those guys all got an email me for this week making them a special offer as club members on an announced product. And we'll be doing more of that. So, and then the girls, I was going to cap it at 100. That's it. We got 100 elite guys, and the girls bumped it up a little bit and at the regular price of $139.99. So people who wanted to get in late. And so anyway, that's what's going on with that. So thank you for joining the Elite Muffet Club. What I'm really trying to do is have a small group that we can target with offers and advertising and so forth, is what my plan is. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So yeah, we must rebel. I've got both Sue Jeeps ordered. Good. Well, I haven't seen them yet. My daughter has not let me have them. I just can't. You can't go down there just because I own the place. Doesn't mean I can go down there and pull the stuff I want. I have to wait until I'm allowed. And I've not been allowed yet today. I thought maybe I'd get them today, but I didn't. So, yep, we'll get the artwork for the 440. A lot of questions about the paint scheme. I saw artist rendering of one. Had a couple of guys write me and say, hey, they were all black with the gray around the smoke box. So, I don't know about what the artwork's going to look like, but we'll find out. So, won't be long. Hello, John Parker, all the way from London, England. 11 o'clock there. Wish you the best. Hope you're great. I love London. I'm a big, I kind of like studying about World War II. So, I've spent a lot of time in London at the museums and really enjoyed that. And I've got to get back there again. My sons and I were there for the 50th anniversary of Normandy. I think it was 50th when Clinton was president. And then we spent a lot of time in London. So welcome. So I do not know when the standard gauge cars will be made. I do not know. I'm waiting for them to get announced. And I don't know what factory's making them. I wish I knew if it's in Vietnam or China or where the heck it's at. So we'll see. I'll bug them again this week. Where the heck is that? So I'm trying to talk to someone who's doing a custom run Cumberland Valley. Well, yeah, I just don't. The problem with stuff like that is we need to sell a lot of them because the minimum order quantity is significant, and we could have Harry custom do one, but that gets to be expensive. But if there's enough interest, we give it another try, right? Hello, Jeff. Hello, Kevin. Do I have an RS1 in UP? I don't think they made one this last time around, did they? I don't think they did. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to. I don't have one in my collection because I don't really collect UP stuff. I've got some GP units that I kept because I've got those UP World War II poster boxcars. I had to, and now right now they're being pulled by a Lionel steam engine, UP steam engine. But I don't remember. I wonder if do you think they made an RS1? We could go look at MTH's website. MTH-railking.com. I love the Alco RS1s. It's like, because it's got that roof line, looks like a steam engine, Because I'm streaming, my searching's going slow. Well, I'll look and see. I don't remember seeing. I think we had one once upon a time. MTH trains. Let's try the other site. I always go to the old site because, you know. Well, I can't look at that. Shoot. Union Pacific. Let's do Union Pacific on my site. No, I don't see one. I'm trying to remember. I think at some point in time they made those. Yeah. Okay. Well, welcome, Kevin. Welcome to the chat. Good. Hello, Katie. Do you get 100 takes on? Did you get 100 takes on your lead? Yes, we did. We did 100. Yep. Yes, we did. Yeah, I bet somebody is, because when I talked to them this morning, I mean, they had maybe 17 custom runs. So I got to believe somebody's doing SP. I will ask them what dealer is doing that. Actually, what I'll try to do is get a rundown on all the custom run 400Es. Let's see if I can get that and have that for you next Friday, and we'll get there. So I believe that everything's in production. I haven't heard of anything being stopped. They're certainly stopping shipping with the tariffs like this. So, there's no way the GG1s, they're not on the water. Yeah, there's no way. I don't think we'll see them until the tariffs get resolved. Those and all the mountains, Rocky. I don't think we'll see any of that stuff. We may not see another engine from Lionel until the tariffs get resolved. So I that's too bad. Yep, the 64-foot cars look great. I'm looking forward to finding out more details about the MTH cars. I don't know about the Atlas car carriers. I don't know where they're coming from. If they're coming from China, they're going to hold them up. You can bet on that. Nope, the GG1s are not on the water. Nope. They're not on the water. No. Terry says, will MTH ever do another catalog? Nope. No, they like doing product announcement once a week or every 2 weeks at the worst. And we talked about this years ago because, you know, if you put out a catalog and you got all these options to look at, you got to choose what you want. You know, you got to make choices. And if you don't produce a catalog and you do a product announcement every week, then everybody gets to decide if they want it or not, kind of thing. But it's not kind of like choices. So yeah, I don't think we'll ever see that. And you know, honestly, I mean, in round numbers, every catalog they produce costs about $600,000, and they just don't want to spend that kind of money. So I kind of like how we're doing it now. It's a lot more work, you know, but I like it. Hello, Lou. How are you, buddy? I don't know where Fossler is. Let's see. I talked to him the other day. He may be on vacation somewhere. He just travel, you know, being wealthy and everything. He may show up here tomorrow. Warsaw Bill will be here tomorrow, and he might make it tomorrow. Hello, Matt. How are you, buddy? How's everything in California? You're in San Diego, aren't you, Matt? Did I get that right? Do I remember that? You know exactly where Shaker is. Yep. I used to live on South Woodland Avenue on Shaker Heights. Hello from Panama City. Hello, Slag Cat, Mr. Chesapeake, Ohio. I think about you every time I run CNO. I think to myself, John, I wonder if Slag's getting to look at this. So, you know, yeah. So, good. Okay, Joe, thanks. You know, the pre-order price, you get 4 cars for what the 2-pack costs from Lionel. Pretty good. So, yeah, Craig always recommends Halloween custom runs. Oh, my gosh, there's a lot of Halloween stuff going. And, you know, my Sam is a big fan of Halloween stuff. She is all over that, too. She likes it. Harold, you're in Iowa? I thought you were in Canada. Why is that? maybe I was looking at how expensive your shipping was. You're in Iowa? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm confusing you with somebody in Canada. My apologies. Yep. I'm in the club, says Mr. Rambles. Thank you. Hello, Homewood, Illinois. Hello. The subways will be here in a couple weeks. They're supposed to be at MTH next week. So they'll be here pretty soon. Yep. So thank you, Wells. Thank you. And the girls have had a lot of fun talking to you. I've heard about it. They've talked about it. And some of the tooling they sold, I believe. But they might at some point. There's a ton. Hello, Delaware. Hello, Robert. They told me they're doing a ton of custom runs. I'll have to find out more. By next week, I'll have a list for you of all the custom runs. Hey, okay, Harold, Erie builds. That should be next. Next from MTH. I don't know where they're coming from. If they're coming from China, they're not coming anytime soon. All the die-cast stuff at MTH is made in Vietnam, or final assembled, or South Korea. Which one is it? But anyway, it's not in China. We'd love to see that. Oh my gosh. You can have Harry weather the Sues. Yeah, so why don't you... I won't remember it, honestly. And it's Friday night, I'm hungry. I got to go to dinner. I got to finish the call. I'll never remember it. So if you don't mind, send us an email, support@MrMuffin'sTrains.com, and say, hey, I want to have Harry weather these. And he'll do it for you, and they will look great. He's weathered a lot of... I have him weather a lot of the white stuff that I get. Sue and the light gray for L&N. Have him weather those, and they look great. Yeah, you can add it. So you want to do that. So if she sends you the invoice already before you pay it, let's get a hold of them and tell them you want to add Harry's stuff to it. And I'll try to remember to ask her, so we can get that done. No, I don't. I have no delivery date. None. I don't. There's nothing going on with engines right now at Lionel. I mean, they're not coming. I mean, we can't. You're not going to be, you're not going to be able to pay $3,000 for a $1,700 engine. Not happening. I have not heard anything about this. I think you were the guy that brought this up at the beginning, got it done. Got them to agree to do it. I haven't heard anything about it. They asked me how many I needed. I told them. But I haven't heard anything about it. We'll have to ask them. You could probably send a note to talktous@lionel.com, and they'll know about it. Terry, yeah, that MP15, yep, that's a great engine. Yep, and that repainted Sue. Yep, I love that engine. Some meetings in Europe, Lou says. Oh my God, it'd be so great if we could get this opened up. So custom runs on the Woodside coaches. We could do an unlettered. What color would we do? Pullman green? Would we do red? Let me know what you think about that, Bruce. I mean, what, we could do. We've done, obviously, unlettered before with, been successful. So, I still have extra 611s. Yep, I got some left. And last time I checked, which was Wednesday, MTH still had some. So I could get some more from them. Yep, San Diego. Yep. These look great. I've got the Empire State, the first issue, $9.99, and the B&O set here at the layout. I'll try to get one of those on the track and run them around. So, good. So, Slycat, yeah, buddy. So you think Pat's doing the SP400s? Could be. Check with Pat's Trains. He's probably doing Santa Fe too, with the black bonnet and all that kind of stuff. Did you say subways? Yeah, so the MTH R1 subways, all those sets, where there are like 6 sets of them with different sounds, different station stops and all that. That's They're on the water. We should be to them by next week. That's what they said. You like the daily deals? Thank you. You got one of the Smithsonian's? Good. We did some of the boxcar artwork girls today, I think. And those are, we got to blow them out. You know, while Mrs. Muffin's out of town, get rid of the scantily clad boxcars. That's the plan. All right, good. Hell, I don't know, Katie. I don't know. My son from L.A. is here with us. He had to leave L.A. with the L.A. fires, came here. And so he was going to pick a place. Let's see. Current turnaround, still running about 6 weeks. Yep. I've got several things there now. I sent middle of March that aren't back. So I would say still running 6 weeks. They're talking 8 weeks, but I would say I got a couple things back this week, so that's good. Massimo's saying hi to KNR. What's for dinner? I don't know. Yep, I'd love to see the mountains. Yep. Oh, KNR says, hey, Massimo, Ken has one signal working on the doubles. Good. No problem at all. Hello, Train Man. Hello, Bruce. Red or green? That's what you're thinking? Yeah, that would be good. Let me ask them about it if they'll let me do it. Maybe do Pullman green, huh? With black roofs. None of the PAs are here, Craig. Lionel hasn't shipped any of them. They're still sitting in North Carolina. What the heck? Let's go. Let's get these going. They said they didn't have enough product to do a release. You know, I'm ready for those. Yeah. Look at the tender. Woodside, 1890s patriotic Woodside. Oh, boy, that's a good idea. Can you send me an email and remind me of that? You don't have any pictures of one, do you? I could probably make one up. And what do you think about the Boston and Maine paint scheme on the 440? Do you think, I think it's a little gaudy, but, I don't know. What do you think about the paint scheme on the 440, the Boston and Maine? I'd love to know. Live, we're telling everyone about chip. I had no idea. What is wrong with me, Katie? There's something wrong with me. Oh, good. Thank you for buying the Erie Custom Caboose. Thank you. I was going to use the Boston and Maine, Boston and Albany, the green caboose, convert some of those to U.S. Army, and I can't find any decals. I can't get anybody to do decals for me. Frustrating. Lionel's been great on turnaround time. Okay, sending prepaid shipping labels. Yep. Very good about answering your technical questions. That's good. Good to hear, Matt. That's good to hear. You told me, Matt, didn't you tell me that to use putty to build in the area in the switches where some of the steamers get caught? That's a good idea, Yeah. Love that idea. What's the word on the Wabash 6 car? Well, they might be on the way. When I talked, I had a long conversation with Atlas about the Streamline passenger cars yesterday, and somewhere in that conversation, I didn't go through the road names that I had coming. I didn't verify everything. So that was my fault. I got to call them again. But they might be on the way, which that would be great. I do not know when the R50Bs are coming. I will ask. I've got some custom runs in there, I think. Barbecue for dinner. That sounds good. Now I'm getting really hungry. Yes, I do let people run their trains on our layout. We have done that a few times. I like to do only command control. So you can put your train on a loop with other trains. And we've kind of announced that. So that's interesting. We'll have to do that again, Lou. I think that's fun. Oh my God, Rocky says The B&M 440 paint scheme really caught your eye. You really liked it? You liked it? You didn't think it was too gaudy? No, you didn't. You're picky. So you would, if you like it, that's a good thing. So, and you'd buy a patriotic 4-car set. Well, let me look into that. I'm going to look into that. I sent a brand new hot box review back to Lionel on 4.4. Still not back, if that helps. Well, no, that's like a month. It's going to be a little bit. Oh my gosh. So they're making the custom run MTH monorails. They're making all those. Those are being made in Korea, and so they'll be coming along. You know. I expect we'll see them. Good. Yeah, I made that Alco PA Wabash PA to go with those cars. That was my plan. I just think I've been waiting way too long for the cars, you know. But they might be on the run. What's the turnaround time on warranty repairs with MTH? MTH doesn't do warranty repairs. I mean, you have to send them to the dealer you bought them from, or an MTH service station. MTH doesn't do it. So if you bought it from us and you have a problem, need warranty support work, you send it to us. We'll take care of it. Oh, well. All right. Must be a pilot. Piper Archer. Yep. All right. Nobody's talking to me, David. You said last week you didn't want to be talked to. Right? Oh, my God. Sent a GP9 back and it's not back yet in early March. Great. So does the Juniper one. Oh, do you think so? Okay, good. All right. So there's a couple of guys that really like that Boston and Maine paint scheme. So that's really good. I'm glad to hear that. All right. Well, I got a few things to work on before we get together next. We've kind of used up our time. I better see where my music's at. Get it going. Yeah. Do you think the balsa wood works better? No, I have not heard anything on the steam engines. They're coming out of MTH's factory. I've not heard anything about that. I'll ask. My only Y6P I ran was the Pennsylvania. I should run one of the other ones. Good idea. Get the Long Island cars. That's great. All right. Thank you, Piper. Let's dance. Oh, yeah. Let's dance. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll be here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Live broadcast from the layout. We'll be running some trains. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.